Hello students, this is Shweta Roy. This video is for Chapter 7, Part 1, Geography, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. Now in this chapter, we are going to read about the biosphere. We already know that Earth is the only planet which has the life supporting environment. Like if you see, water is available on the earth, which is essential for the survival of living organism, living being. Also the atmosphere which is there, it has the air necessary for the survival of living being. So if you see the environment which the earth has, it is suitable for the living being. Okay, so it is the actually only planet which is having life. Now life on the earth is found within a narrow zone. The life on the earth is found within a narrow zone, and that is called biosphere. That narrow zone is called biosphere. Now we already read about the lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere in our previous chapters. Now lithosphere is related to the soil, the surface of the earth. Now the atmosphere is related to the air and hydrosphere is related to the water. Now these three spheres, they contribute to form the biosphere. Okay, these three spheres contribute to form the biosphere. Now biosphere is the part of earth which is occupied by living organism. Okay, so biosphere is the part of earth which is occupied by living organisms. Like you have lithosphere which is related to the soil, the surface of the earth. The same way you have atmosphere which is related to the air, right, the layers of air. Now you have hydrosphere which is related to the water. The same way we have biosphere which is related with the living organism. Now biosphere consists of all plants and animals, also microorganisms. Okay, all the plants, animals, humans, microorganisms, that all are included in the biosphere. Whatever living organisms are there, they are included in the biosphere. Now we have kingdoms in the biosphere, and we have plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Now the plant kingdom is known as flora and the animal kingdom is known as fauna. Okay, so you will get these two terms every time when you are reading geography. So keep this in your mind that plant kingdom is flora and animal kingdom is fauna. Okay, now this biosphere is found on or near the earth's surface, on the earth's surface or near the earth's surface. Also you can find biosphere in water. Okay, in water also we have life, right, we have living organisms. So in water also you can find biosphere. Now in the lower part of atmosphere, that means troposphere, so you can find there also, you can find birds and all. So we can find biosphere on or near the earth's surface, in water or in the lower parts of atmosphere. Okay. Now biosphere interact with other components of the environment. Other components of the environment, like we have land, water, air, etc. Okay. So these biosphere interact with the other components of the environment like land, water, air, etc. Also, it is influenced by atmospheric elements. Okay, it is influenced by the atmospheric elements. So what are those atmospheric elements which influence the living organism? So these are rainfall, temperature, sunlight, moisture, elevation, slope and thickness of soil. So these are the factors which actually influence the biosphere. Okay. Also, these elements interact with land, air and water for the growth, development and evolution of organisms. Okay, so biosphere actually interact with land, air and water for the growth, development and evolution of organisms. Now we have a word evolution. What is the meaning of evolution? So the process by which different kinds of living organisms have developed over years, that process is called evolution. Okay, and this also vary place to place. Okay, now I already discussed that plant kingdom is called flora and animal kingdom is called fauna. Now we will discuss about natural vegetation. So what is natural vegetation? Actually, natural growth of plant life or flora, that is called natural vegetation. Natural growth of plant life or flora, from smallest grass to tallest trees, that is natural vegetation. Now here you have already seen, I have told here natural growth. That means it should be without any human interfere. Okay, so natural growth means the growth which is without any human interfere. That is natural growth. Okay, so natural growth of plant life or flora from smallest grass to tallest trees without any human interfere is called natural vegetation. Okay. Now we are having many varieties of the natural vegetation. Now why it is so? Because we already discussed here, we already discussed that there are some of the atmospheric elements which influence the living organism, right? So the same way, varying amount of sunlight and rainfall that cause the different plants, different trees and different shrubs to grow. Okay. Now the sunlight and rainfall is not equal at every place. It is different in different places, right? So that difference cause the growth of different plants, trees and shrubs. Now we will discuss about the diverse flora and fauna. So many of the zoologists or the scientists, they, according to them, the flora which grows is actually the collection of plants of the region growing at a specific place or time. Okay, at a specific place and a specific place at specific time. Okay, like if you take Rajasthan, Rajasthan is a place. Okay, so the kind of sunlight, the kind of atmosphere is here, the kind of climate is here. According to that, which kind of flora it is having? You can find cacti and other bushes, right? Because of its climate. Which kind of climate is there? Hot, right? It is having hot and dry climate. So according to that climate, you can find cacti or other bushes in the Rajasthan. Okay, the same way if you go to coastal areas, like you go to Kerala and all, you will find coconut trees, right? So the sunlight, the temperature, the rainfall is not equal at every place. It is different at different places, and that cause different type of plants, trees and shrubs to grow. Okay. Now the zoologist and the scientist, what they actually refer flora to the collection of plants of a region, of a specific region at specific time or place. Okay, like in Rajasthan, whatever specific plants are growing as per their as per the climate of that place, that is the flora of that place. Okay, in that means cacti is the flora of the Rajasthan, like this. So different regions are having different flora. The same way it goes for fauna also. Okay, in the specific region, whatever animals are found, that are called fauna. So if you say in the polar region, you will find the polar bear and all. So that is the fauna of that place. But you cannot find the polar bear here. In Bihar, if you say, you cannot find that, because the climate of Bihar is not like that, right? So different regions are having different kind of living organisms, different kind of plants, which is flora, and different kind of animals, which is fauna. Okay, and that according to the zoologist and scientist, the flora of a region is called the plants of a region is called flora, and the animal of specific region is called fauna. Okay. Also, because of this, you can differentiate between the flora and fauna of different regions. Understood? I hope you all understood all the topics taught in this video. Thank you.